Okay, I'm going to continue with my shed overhaul. I'm going to call this part 2. So the lower deck platform area, this is completely gone. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to install a door on this shed. I don't like the opening. The opening is not centered. And I went and I bought one of these, it's a shed door, but it looks like a garage door, a panel door, very much like this. So it's going to look just like the garage door on a house. There it is right there. There's 4 panels, and I assume it's going to be on some sort of track. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to dig out the instructions. There's the panels, came in this big box, and all the hardware is in here. So this is a 5x6 shed door. Hopefully I'm going to find some instructions in here and figure out what rough opening I need for this. I'm going to make a new opening, and I want it centered. So this is what I'm tackling today. Let's see how much I get done. I was afraid of this. Oh my freaking God. I don't really like instructions, and I'm gonna need them. Oh my Jesus. There's a cable. Oh my God. Do I want to do this? No, I do not right now. Frig. All right. Let's try. Okay, a couple of hours later, I've filled in the section where I want to make my opening. Got a little bit of plywood on there, and I started installing my door. This is not exactly an easy job. This is not easy. So, my opening is set. I've got the vertical rails hung. I'm just working on the horizontal part that goes up here. So I'm just putting these together. Then I got to figure out the distance between the roof rafters and how this door is going to hang, and then I can hang these angle brackets. That's going to be the next tough part. Okay, progressing. Making a little bit of progress. Our door, for the most part, is in. What I got to do now is figure out these rails here. I got to put the angle iron so this hangs down parallel. I got to hook this up. I got to make sure that everything's square, and I got to mess with this torsion spring. So our box of big parts that was so overwhelming, it's looking a little bit better now. So let's finish up this door, and we'll move on to something else. All right. Got my garage door all installed. Like you heard me saying, it was quite an ordeal, but I got it in. I finally got the spring set up, and that's working good. So what I want to do now is I want to, before we got the roof, I had removed all the old fascia wood that was rotted. So I'm putting some new fascia boards up now. I just got one up today. Yesterday I threw up a couple just to see how it was going to be. Excuse the wind. And I got some fascia boards here. So plan for today, I'm going to progress with these fascia boards. And if I get that done today, that's pretty good. Then I'm going to move on to maybe start trimming out the doors and windows in preparation for the new siding. So looking forward to that. Hopefully the siding won't be back ordered. We'll see how that goes. Okay, well, I got my 1x6 all around the perimeter of the roof. That's for my fascia boards. They're all up. I just need to trim, and then I went out and I bought some soffit material, the perforated plastic, and I also bought some aluminum to clad this wood. I've never done this before. I'm going to try to make this building a little bit like maintenance free. I also bought some trim, that PVC trim, same as what I did on the main house. to trim out the doors and windows. I'm going to try to remove this old trim. And next step is to attempt this soffit material. Okay, so I got all my F trim up. Continuing with the shed here, I'm concentrating on the upper part. I got to get all this cladding and the soffits done before I do the actual vinyl siding. So F trim is up, and I've just started with the soffit material. Just cutting them. They simply interlock, and then one end slides in the channel, and the other end is just going to be nailed or screwed to the fascia board. And that's these this perforated plastic here. And I think I bought way too many. I just kind of eyeballed it. Anyway, anything I don't use can be returned. And that's 3 pieces up there. So let's throw some more up. See what it looks like. Hopefully it looks half decent. And hopefully it's fairly square. It's hard to tell. I could tell it's not perfectly square now, but I think it'll be okay. I haven't done this in a long time, so anyway, let's move on. Okay, well, my soffit install is going well. Excuse the wind. This is actually going very fast, and I got this whole side done. Got this peak done. I have this peak done. Now all that's left now is up in here, and I'm gonna do this right now, same as this. And the other idea that I have, once I'm done this, because I don't have my aluminum yet, I am going to do the aluminum. I have an idea to fix up these old windows, and these are actually vinyl sliders, but they have a wooden frame. And this is the wooden frame here. I've already kind of started. This is the wooden frame, and I've peeled this off, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to use the vinyl PVC, and I'm going to trim out these old windows to make them look new again. That's the plan anyway. I got this window. This door here is the repurposed door in the house that you've already seen. It has a vinyl brick molding, so no need to do anything here. I'll just have to J-trim around so the siding will tuck in. I am also going to do this door, and same treatment. I'm going to remove that wooden frame and make a PVC frame for that. Okay, let's move on. It's another day. I'm going to continue with my shed. And what I'm going to do today is I went and I bought some of this aluminum flashing for the fascia boards. I've got one just tucked in place here. So these are 10-foot lengths by 6. They should just sort of wrap around on the underside of the soffit material, and they should tuck into the drip edge. That's going to finish it off nicely and make it maintenance free. So here's my boards here. No, they're not boards, but they're aluminum. Extremely expensive for what you're getting. These are $20 a piece. I got 11 of them. I should have enough. I'm hoping to go around the entire roof, and I also need to do my newly installed garage door. So I'm going to start with the roof, the long, easy pieces first, hopefully. Then I will move into trimming around this wood. And the whole point is to make it, again, no paint, maintenance free. Okay, let's see how we go. Okay, well, I got all my fascia pieces up, the aluminum, and this took no time at all. I did the horizontal square pieces first, then I jumped into these, a little bit of an angle at the top, 20 degrees. I mean, I don't do this for a living, so I know that there's pitch and rise over run and stuff like that, but 20-degree angle over there, so my angle is pretty good. Now the ends are hanging over a little bit, so now I just got to figure out a way to box these little areas here, a little bit like on the house. You can see on the house. It's like a little triangular corner that fills in that gap. So now I got to try to figure out something like this for these. And I'm gonna use a piece of the same material, maybe try to cut it and try to insert it, maybe fold it in the middle. Anyway, if I can make something work, I'm gonna try that, and then that'll be all the maintenance-free items done around the roof. Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay, so I just made this little corner, crudely made. I don't have any specialty tools or anything. I just marked it, bent it by hand. I used a piece of wood. It's not a very crisp corner, but the jaggedy part on the top gets tucked in, and the return should be on the inside. So let's see what this looks like. See if it fits up here. Well, here's my corner, and I think it doesn't look as good as the house, but I think it's acceptable for a shed. I can certainly live with that. So now let's make 3 more. Continue with my window refurbish. You just saw me remove all the old wooden brick mold, they call it, the old wooden trim around the window. And I want to save this window because it's actually a vinyl slider. What I'm going to do now is try to remove this lip. I'm going to use my oscillating tool. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try. I'm going to take this underneath, and I'm going to try to slice through this wood and plan this to come back and put the PVC trim around and make this look like a new window. Let's see if I can make this work. Bottom sill cut off. Not perfect because I was going with the tool this way. But that's all going to be covered up with the vinyl. There's the old piece of wood. And this is my vinyl over here. So let's measure and make a box and box out this window. Okay, well here's the PVC trim all around the window. We just got to come back and we'll fill these screw holes with a little bit of caulking. We'll put a little bit of caulking around the edges to make a seal. And that's kind of an okay window. All vinyl, maintenance free, and pretty cheap.